Hello students, the second section we will see that seasons of India. Weather in our country remains almost the same for every 2 months. So, weather remains for 2 months. These 2 months duration is called season. So, this for 2 months or because already we said about that weather is remaining for 2 months. These 2 months duration is called as season. As per tradition, there are 6 seasons in India. There are Hemant, Shishir, Vasant, Grishma, Varsha and Sharad. These are the 6 seasons of India. There is hardly any noticeable differences in the weather between two successive seasons. Some of the hardly we can see the differences in two successive seasons. So, if 2 seasons are taken simultaneously, then there would be only 3 seasons of year. So, which are cold season, hot season, rainy season. That much of differences we can see in our country. Changes in seasons are experienced distinctly in India. Cold weather starts with the beginning of winter. So, how it is starting? So, cold weather starts with the beginning of winter. Temperature gradually increase during summer. So, that in the winter season, cold will be during summer season. What is the temperature will be then with the onset of monsoon, air gathers moisture and brings rainy. So, that is why rainy season. Indian Meteorological Department of Government of India at Delhi has divided the climate condition into 4 sections. Our Indian department, the Indian Meteorological Department, this climate is divided as 4 seasons. So, cold weather season that is winter, December to February. Then hot weather season, summer, March to May. Then advancing monsoon, rainy season that is June to September. Then retreating monsoon season, October to November. These are the 4 divisions of the atmospheric or the climate in India according to the Indian Meteorological Department of Government. So here we can see in this our season, a season cycle we can see which are the 4 what in the outer layer we can see the 4 meteorological department the season. So here this then next we'll see that outer part. So the seasons of India, the cycle or the season cycle we can see in this picture. Next we'll see that the cold weather season. The first one, cold weather season. It starts from December to February. So this season is known as that winter season. In India, the 3 months duration from December to February is considered as winter. So winter season is from December to February. Sun shines vertically over the southern hemisphere between 22nd September to 21st March. So what happened? The sun shines vertically over the southern hemisphere. India is situated in northern hemisphere. So India is situated in northern hemisphere. You can underline your textbook. Northern hemisphere. So it is under the influence of slant rays between December to February and low temperature prevails. Because of that reason, temperature will be very low. Winds blow from northeast direction from Central Asia. These winds are dry and cold because that wind will be very dry and cold. So the weather also remains dry and cold. The sky during this season generally remains clear. So cloudless. There is no cloud at all. That is why then season generally remains as clear. Northwest India remains comparatively cooler as it is far away from the sea and some part of it's the desert. During winter, this region develops high pressure in the winter time. So in this region develop the high pressure and this deflects the wind. Dry and cool winds are generated due to high pressure. Why this is happening? Because of dry and cool winds. These winds reduce the temperature of the place over which they blow. In Delhi, temperature often goes below 10 degrees Celsius during winter and it remains around 16 degrees Celsius in Allahabad, and 18 degrees Celsius in Kolkata. At this time, the temperature in Himalaya is much less. In the Himalaya, the temperature will be very less. The January temperature of Shimla, Darjeeling is around 5 degrees Celsius, very less temperature. After snowfall in Himalayas, the cold and heavy winds rush towards the North Indian plains. As a result, these plains along with Gujarat and Rajasthan are under the grip of cold wave. Some of them because we are in the cold season. Temperature decreases suddenly. Frost in some area disturb the cotton crop. So frost affecting for the cotton cultivation of cotton crop also. The temperature does not fall below freezing point during the winter except for the high mountains region. So it will not be freezing. Then because the central Himalaya obstructs the extremely cold winds coming from Central Asia and protects India from severe cold. Because of that reason, our country is protected from the severe cold. So already we said about that jet stream, western disturbances and El Nino, the leads some of the phenomena we have talked about. So what is that we are going to discuss about? Let us know certain weather terms appearing frequently in the newspaper in India. Some of the weather terms are jet stream. In both hemispheres, around 30 degree latitudes, very powerful winds in a pipe shape. Belt below blow with the high speed in the atmosphere at an altitude of 8 to 15 km. These winds are known as jet stream. So that is why it is known as that jet stream. Their average velocity or the speed is about 150 km per hour, and in the central part of this wind belt, their velocity is about 400 km. During winter, these winds blow over the southern slopes of Himalaya, and in summer, these are stationed over the peninsular India. High altitude winds help to bring rain. So next term or the next term we will see that western disturbances. Jet stream formed over West Asia blows towards east and affects West Asian countries, Northwest India, Pakistan and Afghanistan. The dust storms accompanying these disturbance, dust storms. So that will disturbance then leave their effect up to Bangladesh. This often creates a disturbance in the pleasant winter weather of North India. So some kind of disturbances is having for the pleasant winter. Very high mountain receives snowfall and the plains receive some rain, which is useful to rabi crops. So some of the some of the snowfall is happening. So the mountain receive the snowfall and the plains receive some rain. Because of that reason, some of the rain also getting. So this rain is very useful for the rabi crops. So there are 3 types of crops: rabi crops, kharif crop and kharif crops. This may cause kharif crops. This may cause unseasonal rain, locally known as that Mavthu in Gujarat, which may damage the crop. So next we'll see that condition in South India during winter are different from those in North India. South India is situated in torrid zone. You can underline that one, South India. So South India is situated in torrid zone. Then near the equator and has a peninsular shape. Its interior area is not very far from the sea coast. So this area does not feel severe cold as the northern India during winter. There is no snowfall. Temperature also does not go down very low. So temperature also not going down. Example, the temperature at Kochi during January is around 20 degrees Celsius. Below that it will not go. So in the temperature we can see in Kochi 26 degrees Celsius. Then Madurai is 25 degrees Celsius because it is not going down very low. Chennai is 24 degrees Celsius. That is a very low level temperature. But the mountains area in South India feel low temperature. Temperature decreases towards north. In India, winter is considered to be very pleasant and healthy season. So according to the what is it? According to the condition, in India, winter is considered to be very pleasant and a healthy season. So which condition, which climate is very pleasant and healthy? That is in winter season. Due to longer and cooler nights, dew and fog are common in early morning. In the early morning we can see that dew and fog. Day is shorter and night is longer. So daytime is very less, the night time is too long. In winter, dry winds coming from over landmass generally do not bring rain. But northeast winds coming over from Bay of Bengal contain humidity. These winds give more rainfall over the Coromandel coast. Northeast gets some rainfall due to the western disturbances and a thunderstorm. Some kind of disturbances and also thunderstorm is getting. This rain is very useful for the rabi crop in Punjab and Haryana. So because of that, some kind of rain is getting. So this rain is good for the rabi crop. So especially in Punjab and Haryana. These winds give rain in Gujarat occasionally. This unseasonal rain in Gujarat is locally known as that Mawthu. You can underline your textbook. What is Mawthu? Unseasonal rain in Gujarat, locally known as that Mawthu. Then next we will see that Let us know some frequently used words in the newspaper about Indian weather. Already we have seen that jet stream and western disturbances. The third one is El Nino. This is a Spanish word. So you can underline your textbook. El Nino is a Spanish word. So literally means a small child. The name was given by Peruvian fishermen after the child Jesus because its impact is generally felt around the Christmas. So who has given this name? One of the Peruvian fishermen. These warm currents originate to the west of Peru along the Pacific coast in South America due to atmospheric and oceanic condition. This current flows westwards and its impact is felt up to India. The El Nino phenomena takes place occasionally. Whenever it takes place, changes occur in the duration of monsoons and amount of rainfall in India. Some of the changes also happening. So what is that? ITCZ. A large low pressure area develops over the equator where the trade winds coverage. It is called intertropical convergence zone. Intertropical convergence zone, ITCZ. The trade winds rise upwards in the form of air currents. So it is coming up. In July, this convergence zone is stationed over 20 degrees Celsius to 25 degree north latitude in India. It is a stable over Ganga plains. Due to the low pressure developed over this region, winds generated over the oceans in southern hemisphere blow towards this area, causing rain in few parts of North India. During colder season, the convergence zone shifts further south, so the winds change their direction to the northeast. So next we will see that warm weather season, summer, the Grishma season. In India, the warm and dry season between March to April is called summer. So summer season from March to May. During this period, the sun rays fall vertically, shifting from south to north gradually, and the landmass become warmer. So the land become warm. Temperature increases continuously. The month of March is the hottest month in southern India. The hottest month is March. Temperature exceeds 40 degrees Celsius at many places. That much temperature is increasing. Central and northwest India experiences maximum temperature during April and May. So in the northwest India experiencing the temperature zone maximum April and May. At some places, the temperature reaches around 45 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius. That much temperature will be there. Thus, entire nation experience very high temperature during summer. Due to the altitude of peninsula and plateau, the summer in South India is little mild. So, in the South India, it will be little mild. Compared to North India, the temperature here remains low. While the temperature in comparing to North and South, the South will be less or the mild temperature. Then, while the temperature in Delhi and Allahabad is 34 degrees Celsius, it is 30 degrees Celsius at Madurai and 27 degrees at Bengaluru. Thus, physical features and sea seem to have dominating effect on the temperatures in south. Next, we will see the nor'wester. The low pressure pocket over north and northeast India is spread up to Bihar, due to which some part of Odisha and Jharkhand become more hot occasionally. So, some of the places like Jharkhand and Odisha become more hot. It is known as nor'wester. These winds are known as Kal Baishakhi locally and cause much damage in eastern India. So, in the locally this is known as that Kal Baishakhi. In the arid zone region of the west and northwest India, Loo, sandstorm or the thunderstorms are common. In summer, especially in May, very hot winds blow over North India, which are known as Loo. Due to the excessive heat, and many people and animals die because of Loo is always giving more heat, or the sandstorm and thunderstorms are facing in the arid region, and due to that excessive heat, many people and as well as in the animals also die. Then during this season, tropical cyclone develop over Bay of Bengal and over Arabian Sea, advance towards coastal area and causes devastating effect over coastal regions. Most of the country experience hot and dry weather during summer. The most of the country experience hot and dry weather during summer season. So, summer season always it will be hot and dry. Most of the places do not receive any rain in this season. So, in the summer season do not have the rain. But sometimes Malabar coast gets some rain, which helps to mango crops. So, the Malabar coast getting some of the rain. So, it is helpful for the mango crop. So, it is called Amra Vrishti. This is useful to mango and coffee crops. So, students, next season we will see in the next class. Thank you for listening my class.